Well, folks, we have found more voter fraud from the 2020 election, just as Republicans have predicted. And just like nearly all of the other cases of voter fraud, happens to be a Republican who did it. This time, we have a failed congressional candidate from the state of Iowa, a Republican, of course. He was running in 2020 in the Republican primary for the seat vacated by Steve King. Now, he didn't win. He came in third, of course. And then, after that, he decided to run for the County Board of Supervisors, which he won that election. He currently serves as the co-chair. But when he was running in that primary, his wife, a woman by the name of Fong Taylor, decided she wanted to stack the deck, I guess. So, according to investigators and, of course, the charges against her, Miss Taylor went around to Vietnamese households, because she herself is Vietnamese. She gathered up absentee ballots that these people, according to the report, did not request, filled them out herself to vote for her husband, and then, of course, submitted them. So, illegally obtained absentee ballots, illegal filling out of absentee ballots, illegal voting for your own husband, and the report, the charging documents, say that she voted for her own husband 23 times. 23 times. Like, it's not even like you're just like, oh, I got an extra ballot, let me just do 2. 23 times. And that's not all she's being charged with. Let me read this from Business Insider. In all, prosecutors allege she engaged in 26 counts of providing false information and voting, 3 counts of fraudulent registration, and 23 counts of fraudulent voting. Each charge carries a maximum 5-year prison sentence. So if we're looking at 26 plus 26, which is 52. So 52, I don't know if she's been charged with 52, but this makes it seem like we got 52 charges against her. So even if it's 52, maximum penalty of 5 years in prison for each charge. So Mrs. Taylor is looking at spending what, the next 250 years in jail if convicted with maximum penalty? Even if it's only half of that, even if they only, charge her actually less than half with the 23 counts of illegal voting, a 5-year sentence for each count, you're still going away for over 100 years. Now, Mr. Taylor, of course, has not responded to comment, at least so far. As I said, he's still an elected Republican on that County Board of Supervisors. Can't imagine he's going to be there much longer with his wife facing a century in jail, possibly 2.5 centuries in jail. So we'll see what happens. But as per usual, all that voter fraud that Republicans are out there whining about every day, still, we find it, and it happens to be the Republicans themselves. I do think, based on this information, I don't think they're going to send her to jail for 100 years. But maybe 1 year per count. I think she could be gone for the next couple decades. Because this isn't just your average run-of-the-mill, like, oh, I had an absentee ballot for my dead mother, I filled it out. Yeah, that's bad enough. This was intentional, based on what we know. She went out and actively engaged in this with the, intent, as far as I see, to commit voter fraud. Yeah, I'd say a couple decades behind bars is probably in your near future. Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.